Hi, Burfitt Club. Welcome back. And if you're new here, I am Brandy Burfitt, wife and twin mom, taking it one day at a time. Okay, so this video, I'm going to talk about my weight loss journey a little bit and how I ended up jump starting my weight loss because I've been struggling with this ever since I had children. The weight didn't really pick up until they were about 1.5 years old. I did stay pretty active. I do have a degree in exercise science and advanced personal training, but somehow after having children, all of that sort of went out the window. And I gained a whopping of maybe 50 to 60, 75 pounds. Okay, so I have been struggling last year. This is 2025. Last year or earlier this year, I decided to hire a personal trainer. I know, right? Strange. And I did lose a bit of weight. I did tone quite a bit. He was a wonderful trainer. Do not get me wrong. I did see results. But I was training for about 8 months with this trainer. And the weight just was not coming off the way that I expected, especially for the price. Again, I believe my trainer was $810 a month for 3 sessions a week. And I showed up and did my best. I was speaking with one of my good friends and I noticed her weight loss, and she told me she was taking this medication, Zepbound. And I was like, oh my goodness, those results are amazing. But I think I'm going to try it, do it my way. I'm exercising. I got a trainer. I'm doing my meal prep, all of the things. So I did all of this training because my anniversary was coming up, right? And I'm like, I want to look good. It's my first time going out of the country. I'm going to wear this. I'm going to order that. I'm going to pack this. So I did all of these things to prepare for this luxury vacation, and rightfully so. We all want to feel our best selves. Okay. So we took a whole bunch of pictures. Everything was fine until I got back home. I took a look at the pictures that I thought I looked amazing in and said to myself, wow, you've been training for so long. How can you still look the same? It's been 8 months. You've been doing the things. You were showing up. So at that point, I said, you know what? Maybe it's not about diet and exercising. Maybe I need another boost, because I had to come to terms that my body has changed. I just had 2 children, and I'm over 30. I'm 36 years old, over 35, and it's not going to be as easy as it was in my 20s. So that's when I decided to go the Zepbound route, okay? And I just want to say Zepbound changed my life, okay? Like I said, I'm a twin mom. I wasn't as active as I would like to be, or like I used to be, because that was my profession before pregnancy. But I just wasn't feeling the same. My mental wasn't the same. My physical wasn't the same. So I decided to incorporate medication into the lifestyle of already meal prepping and exercising. Not daily, but I was still moving my body a bit. I weighed in after my vacation and all this, and the scale hit a whopping of 241 pounds. Okay? And that's when I knew it's time to make a change. So I got on the scale, 241 pounds, and I started on the starter dose. I tracked all of this, guys, okay? I tracked it all. So I started 241, and the first week I did my first injection on 2.5 in my abdomen to the left of my belly button. Okay, so I did that, 241, and then my second shot, I was already down to 238. And I put slash 237 because it kind of fluctuated a little bit. So I started this on October 23rd, 2025. On October 31st, I was down 4 pounds, okay? My first day, I took it on a Thursday night, and I still do. That was a Friday morning. It was a little bit of nausea. I did my protein coffee. I had some greens and a half a steak for lunch. I had, mild cold and flu symptoms, but I think it was because I was already getting sick. My daughter was ill, and I think I just picked up a little something from her, but it did not last more than 3 days. Okay, so it was a slight little sensitive touch, like maybe I had burned myself at my injection site, but it didn't, it only lasted for that day. On Friday is when I felt it. Okay. So shot number 2, I weighed myself at 232 pounds. So I had lost another 5 pounds by the next week. Okay. Shot number 3, I weighed myself again, and I was down to 230 pounds. So it's telling me, I think I kind of got a little bit confused. Anyway, by injecting my 4th shot, okay, I was down to 230 in that month, okay? So I got, after 7 days, 237. After the second week, 232. After the third week, 228. Okay, so at the start of month 2, I was 226. So month 1, I lost a total of 15 pounds in 4 weeks. Okay, then, I just kept tracking every week. My first shot, 226. Second shot was 225. That was my cycle week. I did track that because weighing on your cycle can make the scale seem kind of wonky. So don't beat yourself up about sustaining weight or gaining a couple pounds on your cycle week, ladies. Shot number 3 and 4, I was down to 219. Okay, and after my shot 4, on my second month, I ordered my refill from my doctor. I go through Eli Lilly, so she writes the prescription, and I get a message from Lilly on my cell phone, and they fill the prescription. I pay for my order, and they ship it on out. Okay, so end of shot 4 on the second month, so this is my 8th shot, I was down to 219.2. And then I got bumped up to 5 milligrams. So I am about to take my second shot on 5 milligrams with you guys. And on this morning, I weighed myself at 215 pounds, or 215.2 this morning. So 9 weeks, 2 months and 1 week, I am down 26 pounds. Meanwhile, this would have took me months and months and months and months to do if I was just doing it on my own without this medication. So my 5.5 milligram shot, it has the purple top. My 2.5 had the gray top. So I'm going to just show you guys how I do this really quick. So it comes with alcohol pads, syringes, okay? So I open that, get that out of the way. Look at how tiny that needle is. Super tiny, okay? I did not feel a thing. And by the way, my very, very first shot ever, 2.5 milligrams, I want to say I felt it within 20 minutes, okay? So I went to the grocery store immediately after just to see, how it would all work out. And I was in the grocery store parking lot asking myself, do I feel this already? Do I feel it? And I think the answer was yes. Because that day is when the appetite suppressant started. My energy picked up so much, guys. Okay, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to show you how I do this shot. I injected it on my right last week with the 5 milligrams. I'm going to inject it on the left. You can do it however you want. I know you can inject it in the back of the arm, the abdomen, and you can inject it in the outer thigh. I have always done my abdomen. I'll alternate from the left to right, but I have not injected in the arms or the thighs. So 5 milligrams, they want you to pull the syringe down to the 5 with just air, okay? In the 0.5, okay? And they want you, after you have to peel the little gray or purple cap off and you're with this, I wipe this down with the alcohol pad, and I am going to go right into the middle. You see there's a little circle in there. I'm going to stick my needle in there and insert the air. Okay, insert the air. Okay, I don't think you're supposed to pull that out. Lord help me. So I'm just going to repuncture. Okay, puncture that, flip it over so that you can get the amount, and I'm going to pull this down all the way to the 5 milligrams. Okay. And then I'll remove it. There's a little drop on my syringe. I'm just going to dab it onto the napkin that I have here. Okay, so I'm at 5 milligrams. Looks like it's a drop over. I'm just going to eject a tiny bit and then wipe it off because I don't know if you get this on your skin. So, all right, now I'm at 5. Okay, if there's any air, you just flick it like the doctors do. Okay, and I am going to go to that area that I prepped. Okay, you're going to squeeze a chunk. You don't want to really squeeze it. You know, you don't want to hurt yourself. Okay, insert it directly in there. It does not hurt. It does not hurt. Okay, and I like to do it slowly. You know, even when I'm at the doctor's office, I like to watch them give me shots and stuff. I don't know, I feel like it's less painful. Okay, so that is all the way in. I'm going to count to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remove it, unclench, and that, excuse me, and that is how I do my shot. Okay, so again, this is my second shot of 5.0. My first 2 months, I lost, how much did I lose? My first month, I lost 15 pounds, 15, 20, 25. Second month, I lost 11 pounds. And if I'm at 219, and the past 2 weeks, I've lost 5 pounds. Okay. So a total of 26 pounds all together taking Zepbound. Now, like I said, if you've been thinking about this medicine, guys, don't wait, okay? Don't wait, because I waited. I wanted to do it the natural way, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you know your body, you know what you've been through, you know that you've been trying all the things, it is okay. Okay, it is okay to get that extra boost. You know, it's better than surgery, you know, going under the knife, which can be extreme. I have had no side effects. Sometimes I'll have slight nausea. That's usually around my shot day, the morning before or the evening of. Okay, so yes, this is amazing. Okay, it's just a little bit. I still have a little bit in the vial. It's like a thimble of medication that can jumpstart. You know, I have deep cleaned my entire house. It made me realize that I wanted to start homemaking again. I am a better wife because I am more present, because I feel better, because I'm not rotting away on the couch, just eating and eating and eating. Another thing, Zepbound has cured my food noise. And if you're not familiar with food noise, that is when you're eating in the moment and you're thinking about what you're going to eat next. That noise in your head that goes, don't you want some of this? Don't you want some of that? You're almost finished with this. You're still hungry. Go and get another plate. I would eat so much, and I would eat all day long, that I would look forward to getting off of work to come home and sit on the couch and eat the things that I had in my house. I would go shopping for the pleasure of sitting down and eating food. Okay? I would buy Oreos, and I'm not going to bed that night until those Oreos were open. I'm not going to bed until I've eaten some of those chips, some spoonfuls of ice cream, if I stopped there. So yes, it has helped me so much with those food cravings that I don't crave sweets anymore. For the first 2 months, I didn't crave alcohol. I just kind of started being able to stomach the thought of drinking wine, which I used to love. Okay, give me a glass of wine or several after a meal or before. But what I'm saying is, it helps so much with that constant nagging voice in your head that's telling you to eat and eat and eat and eat. Okay, so please, if you are thinking about this medication, go ahead. You don't have to listen to anyone tell you, oh, do it the natural way. I don't think you need it. They're not you and they don't know. They don't know. Okay, so don't let anyone talk you out of it. Like I said, the side effects are very, very minimal. Now, I am not a doctor. This is just my experience. I did join a Facebook group about this medication, and I have yet to see anyone with negative side effects other than the slight nausea and possible constipation. And again, there's supplements you can take for that. And I was a little bit constipated before I started the medicine, so it's nothing new to me. Okay, but there are things that you can get to ease those side effects. But honestly, being extremely overweight, going to the doctor's office, and no matter what is wrong with you, they're going to tell you that your problem is you're overweight. I got tired of hearing that. Okay, I got tired of hearing, oh, you're 250 and 241. That's not even the heaviest that I've been. Okay, I lost a couple pounds on my own, but it was when I was still stuck at 241 is when I decided I'm doing it. I'm doing it, and I do not regret it whatsoever. Not one single pinch of a regret about my Zepbound journey. Okay, this is not a lifelong medication for me because I do not suffer from high numbers like cholesterol, blood pressure, blood sugar. This is strictly for losing weight, and it does give me an energy boost to where I can keep up with my children. Even you know, your kids will humble you. I have 7-year-old twins, and they're like, Mommy, your stomach's not pregnant anymore. It's a compliment, but help me. Lord, help me. Because why would you say that to your mom? But you know what I mean? People notice. People can tell. I don't know if this is the medication or not, but my skin has cleared up. I used to get so many acne, pimples, and like bumps around my chin area. I think in the 2.5 months I've taken this, I might have gotten one. I don't know if it's the medication, but look, you guys, I put on eyebrow pencil, but do you see my skin? My skin has never looked so good. Like, I digress. My point was to get on here and let you know my experience with Weightbound. Like I said, my energy levels are up. My home is immaculate. It is spotless. I can stay on top of things. I have better focus at work, and I have more energy for my children when I get home. And I can go into that about how I manage as a wife, a mom, an educator, a homemaker. I can go into that in another YouTube video, which I plan to upload this week. But for now, I'm just here to let you know about my Zepbound journey. I've been on it for 2 months and 1 week, and I have lost a total of 26 pounds. I will insert my picture to show you my before and my after, because the proof is in the pudding, and sometimes that's what you need. Someone else's experience to let you know, it is okay. It's not the easy way out, because you still have to do. A lot of people continue to eat whatever they want, and that is not ideal, but I did hear that you can still lose weight. But just trust your body on the medication. If it's not telling you to eat, then don't eat, because there will come a day during your weekly dose that you're hungry. My day is usually Monday, Tuesday, or both. Monday or Tuesday or both. To where I'm like, oh my gosh, chicken. Oh my gosh, I can't really tolerate sugar anymore. When I used to inhale Snickers bars, I knew this medication was the truth when I bought a bag of fun-sized Snickers to eat in the classroom. And I took one bite and I felt a little sick. I said, not me turning down these Snickers. Okay, okay, I see it now. This must be what it's like to have self-control. Self-control to say, I don't need this. I'm not craving this. I don't want this. Actually, it's making me a little bit sick. So if you're thinking about starting Zepbound, please talk to your doctor first. It would be great if your insurance cover it, but all insurance does not cover Zepbound. I am a self-pay. Like I said, I get mine through Eli Lilly Direct. And I get my shipment after I paid. I get my shipment in about 2 days, 3 days at the most. It's super quick. It's super easy. They're not hounding you, asking you questions. So, but you do need a prescription from your doctor. She will send it right over to Eli Lilly. They will send you a hello, welcome message, and you are on your way. Just a small injection, teeny tiny needle, as you guys saw, once a week. And I am on week 8, week 9, a total of 26 pounds. My goal is 50 to 60 pounds, but I am actually enjoying watching the pounds fall off week by week. I couldn't have asked for anything more. Also, being heavy, our joints, our limbs, they're sore. When I wake up in the morning, I feel no pain. When I would step out of bed in the morning, the weight and the pressure that would shoot through my ankles and feet would make me just want to lie back down. But now I can get right out of bed and start my day. And it's giving me my confidence back to be able to take care of myself so that I can better take care of others. And everyone's noticing. They're like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? I need the formula. And I'm just like, well, you know, I'm doing my thing. If you want to tell people what you're doing, that's okay. You know, I pick and choose who I want to tell because there's a lot of opinions out there and we don't need to take in everyone's. So I just take the compliment and I keep moving, but I know who's responsible. I know. And Zepbound, if you're thinking about it, get you some Zepbound, okay? It just works. It just works. So thank you for listening. If you're here, if you want to see more Zepbound videos on my journey, please like and comment and subscribe. I am here for you to answer any questions, anything that I didn't cover. Please go ahead and put that in the comments. I am an open book. I will let you know. I will get you on track. Protein ideas, because you got to make sure you get that in. Light exercise, because you don't have, that's another thing. You don't have to exercise your face off to drop the pounds. Okay. Right now I'm exercising maybe 1 to 2 days a week and I've dropped 26 pounds. Okay. So if you need tips on exercise, like I said, I have a degree in exercise science. I am here for you. I can give you any recipes or meal prep ideas that I use. Yeah. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and welcome to the Birth It Club.